teams are doing it today.
Drunk as shit on a pirate ship in some shackles in a brig with a couple cracked ribs, thinking, son of a bitch, how'd I get in a sitch? Oh yeah, rubbing the witch, how could I forget? I had make a deal to never really reveal the X marks the spot, but fuck what they got, I am what they're not. I take the whole pot, leave them on a rod, and come out on top. Alright, escape plan is night, a ship creaks in size, I hide from the light, the keys on his side, I had to take his life so I could take flight, and in this tonight I made it to the sand on a moonlit night. Saw a shadow of a man, so I knew I had to fight. I wait for the lull, I brace for the pull of knife against knife and skull against skull. Sail off, I'm high again, stuck on our island. Skeletons are all that I know. Stand till my time will end, I'll light that torch again. Goodbye to the island glow. Yo, well ahoy there, shivering me timbers and scurvy soup. I got you swimming ashore up in my pigeon coop. So may you tell me what the hell you think you're doing here, and may you tell me if you got some extra food to spare. Cause I've been stranded, left there barehanded. I was feeling hungry, fuck that, I'm famished. Give me all you got, I won't cause no damage. I know that you're here for my gold, you're red-handed. They call me Tandy, Randy? No, Tandy. Candy's getting pissed and bounce to get handsy. About to lose my shit, a fucking chimpanzee. This island is my home and now you trespassing. Spill your guts and spit the truth out. Are you a friend or a foe? I'm a bloodhound. Your choice, you can sleep deep with Davy Jones, or I can place your skull upon his crossbones. Sail off, I'm high again, stuck on our island. Skeletons are all that I know. Stand till my time will end, I'll light that torch again. Goodbye to the island glow. Yo, okay there, Tandy, right where you're standing. That is my goal, and I dug the hole that came from my boat that I just escaped. And we can settle this with a little game of fate. Never find this keepers are solid with my.
But the gentleness and kindness and open heart comes out in your love for these animals.
Hey, listen, I had them so long, I don't even, sometimes I forget why I love them so much. I just had them since I was 10 years old. Sometimes I forget, I don't know why I love them so much. It's not, anybody that has pigeons, I mean, anyone that has pigeons, they understand how I feel.
Yeah. And, you know, you've been through everything like me. You've been through ups and downs in your lives. And there must have been times in your life that you were just soul crushed.
Absolutely, but I had a mentor named Custody Amato, and he always instilled in me.
Running a business can be complicated. Earning cash rewards is simple with Signify Business Cash by Wells Fargo. Earn unlimited 2% cash.
He gave me a lifestyle. He gave me discipline to be on diet, so I wouldn't have to be obese anymore. Really miss him.
Oh, you were obese when you were a kid?
Yeah, those other people to pick on me all the time. So I didn't have a lifestyle to eat food.
I got an open mind, like a golden child. You try to go for points, I try to go for style. I do my city pride, I try to keep it wild. Ichiban, wicked one, Okinawa loud. I drink Guinnesses and go to dinner with my nemesis. Have a couple laughs while they plot how to finish this. Interested on how to get up on a wizard list. Senseless, you sense I'm the sensei apprentices. I'm the salt up in the cut. Who you trying to play but us? Like a DJ turning stuff. Who you trying to fool? We all know that shit's unplugged, yeah. Fucking Henderson, catch me in the mood. I ain't too cool for wrecking shit. Stoners on the loose, call that shit a hippie flip. And we just getting going. Yeah, this shit's just my starter kit. I'm on a good one, real fucking good one. I'm feeling brand new. Yeah, I'm talking redone. You're talking about me, talking about the real one. I'm out with Jenny, tossing rocks at the building. Holly Stone, all that shit. So fly, call me pilot. MCs get a tourniquet. Body bag that murder vic. This evidence is evident. We stampede in elephants. We crash shot on King Bed. Y'all bitches soft like filaments. But you're far from farm breed. Think your charm can disarm an army. Said it's hard to stop me, I'm far from Avi. Us when a bus pucks fucking hockey. Her pot of coffee when Abu Dhabi. And my dick went limp like some Laffy Toffee. But her body stopped me and I'm tired of talking. You want an accent? Here's a mouthful of cockney. Said you want a ring and you think that I'll drop me just for some pussy that'll bust out a box spring. All of the times that he tried to off me, the tables are turned and now the music is off beat.
Questions. Interesting. 1 second. You want me to respond to that one? I don't too often get that subject matter. 1 moment. They're talking about what? Obama what? How did he lie? What are you talking about? Are people gonna keep playing that game? Actually, what they did to Obama, just like what they did to, I could name so many names. And it affected people in different ways, obviously. Livelihoods, reputations. What? Nothing at all. Gaslighting. They're gaslighting you. Right, I mean, they're really just playing to your own, what do they call that? What do they call that? The vices. Yeah, that's all. You are your own worst enemy. We're trying to help you. We're trying to show you what they've been doing. We're just sitting here in our rooms, man. We're watching Kennedy and Tyson have a conversation. Fighting for a healthier America. Jesus Christ. Father, Mother, God. Even if I'm upside down, my feet are flat on the ground, it's okay. Me? Oh, someone in some class saying I'm being mean? To who? About what? Because I said Father, Mother, God? How's that being mean to anybody? You know, see, your mind, my sweetheart, okay? It's your mind. You ever see Guardians of the Galaxy? Just listen to the soundtrack, maybe. Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it just keeps showing you over and over again. Yep, there it is. Yep. It's that kind of anal, retentive, astute, entitled. Some call it sovereign. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me, for I have sinned according to someone's standards. I know, isn't it amazing that they will justify over the years, and I'll tell you, this goes back to the 90s with some of these cases, the jerk games, Right, juggling the cats, kicking the dogs, beating up the women. It's fake. It's fake. Yet, no, some of that's real. It's not all fake. It's not just a bunch of fucking Johnny Knoxvilles. Jackasses. It's not just a bunch of that fucking around and fucking chickens and paying hicks to fuck chickens, and they make these videos. This goes back decades. So we're concerned about little children. They can't talk and tell you the abuse they're going through. And how these punks feed the child and animal pornography that's mixed in with all the fake fun games and pranks and shit you did when you did too many drugs. You went to a trip party. I know, man. They've been promoting them like crazy so you can have an enlightening experience. It helps you come off of the bad drugs. Right, Joe? Want to watch a UFC fight? Oh, man. I'll break you. No, whatever. To us, it's like the ego shit is just queer. I don't know what anybody's trying to prove or resist. Just grow the fuck up and acknowledge the facts and concerns, and people can't do it. It is so sad. We've seen so many people die and kill themselves concerning these cases. Yeah, when you get into that and you start looking into it, we've explained that to you. Look at the history with David Wilcock, the History Channel, the drug investigations here, source field investigations, Saturn, Jupiter, Mayans, Orion. It's not that hard. Are you all pent up? Is this the Pentecostal sector or the Pentagon? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Pew, pew. Yeah, so motherfuckers, I could really care less. You nasty pieces of shit around here and elsewhere, protecting these nasty fucking punks fucking our kids, wanting to get other people to think it's fake and that we're Karen, non-vaxxing, crazy schizos, and you've been dealing with us. Yeah, I know, we've been a thorn in their side, all right. Someone has to be, right? Keep them on their toes. I don't know why. We just try to stay out of people's way and not be involved with anything. When we were put on the programs in the year 2000 when we were 18, we were already a thorn in their side because we didn't conform to their drug trafficking and nasty bullshit. We were just potheads, alcoholics, which wasn't okay either. To be so young and have a severe alcohol problem, OUIs, it was horrible. Very scary. Yeah, so that was the year 2000 when we were put on the programs. Yeah, what is those programs that he was talking about? Goes back to 97? Yeah. Yeah, so our level of awareness, listening capabilities, what it believes. Somewhere out there, I don't know, could be some guy on a truck, picks up CBs, everything. It's just, no, it's a machine. No, not me. It's a machine. No, not me. Yeah, I can hear, like, sometimes, if it's in the vicinity, you know, it'll hear, what was that? That was a trucker. No, it's the machine, not me. Not me. There are machines that can do it, right? Can some people pick up on those things too, or? Like a crackle. Everything went really quiet. I'm feeling oh so heavy and very light. Beep. I'm sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. Doo doo doo. I'm sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. Doo doo doo. I'm sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. I don't know. I listened to the message. It's just some crazy dude saying, I have had it. Very important. It's really important to try to get people to that level of understanding, because when they don't even seem to grasp or accept that it exists, it doesn't even apply to go any further. You may as well just play pick up sticks or cribbage or something. Actually, you want to play cribbage? I like playing cribbage. Yeah. Right, so it's not necessarily always, maybe sometimes there could be some specific whatever, for whatever purpose. But to understand that it's not as though, like if someone's like telling you, yeah, they're receiving messages and you got to do this, and it's saying that you have to be loving. Okay. I mean, there's really no harm in that. Why are you going to argue with anybody? It's saying... Right, I mean, it's really stupid, right? What? What's saying what? What are you talking about? Hold on. Shh. Is someone eating oatmeal? Oh, it's saying the kidnapped boy is in a shed. Maybe in Tulsa, I don't know. Right, so I mean, you have departments and different people over the years who work, and they know these things with clairvoyance, and they do get funding for these things. Now, depending on who people are going to work with, I mean, they have to have source fields and put their trust, just like anything else, right? Yeah, a lot of wires. Hold on. Yeah, and for some believe it's all BS, and it's just a lot of funding goes into these things, and they try to get in certain chairs of funding, just like anything else. Clairvoyance, clear seeing, it is French, is the alleged psychic ability to perceive people, objects, locations, or mental images beyond the range of ordinary sensory perception. It involves receiving visual information such as symbols, visions, or mental snapshots, often in the mind's eye, to gain knowledge about the past, present, or future. Yes. Every human being, really, I believe, has, the elements, all the components to have that capability. It's just a matter of getting the proper input, maybe. Environmental factors. I'm sure there's a lot of different things. The awareness. So as far as so are you saying that people can see into the future? They can perceive people, objects, locations, or mental images beyond the range of ordinary sensory perception? Right, so we do these things all the time. And you might get an image, a scent, or something of somebody that is in your bandwidth. It's not that hard to understand. Yeah, they say your aura, your energy. They say it's what is it, like a 6-foot width, some of the stronger energy waves, and then it starts to dissipate. Right, so then when you start getting into devices, like if I'm holding a phone, even though somebody is not physically, their body is not here in my range, if I'm holding a device and they're holding a device, there's a similar connection as though you were right in the same room when it comes to some of those, frequency waves. I really don't know what to call that. Does that make sense to you? It's not that hard to understand. Think of a sound wave. If somebody is very close to you and they're talking, and then they start to get further and further away at the same decibel, it's going to start to sound further away. Eventually you won't be able to hear them anymore. You will need a walkie-talkie or some kind of apparatus to be able to hear them. Once they get a certain distance, there's a certain distance at which they can yell as loud as they want. And now, that distance is going to change depending on anybody? Environmental factors. Depending on environmental factors, we just went over this. It's okay. So if you're in a city, honk, honk, traffic. You almost have to be right up close to someone's ear. You could be right in their ear, and they'll be like, "What?" Because everyone's clapping and cheering. Whereas if there's nobody clapping and cheering and a lot of noise, and they were to come at your ear in the same decibel, be like, "Geez, why are you shouting? I'm right here." Right? So there's... Make sense? Or we try to bring it through with simplicity the best way we can, but when you understand that so many people within these systems try to prevent people from bringing through those simple understandings because they think people are lying and trying to trick you, and they're in the chairs of getting a lot of money and funding for being the spiritual people who know all the information. Now, see, a lot of times, too, when working with those people, if they happen to have information they should know, people in this location doing these things, sometimes, listening devices and other things help them with that. It's not always just getting an image. Yeah, so when police or people act upon those things, they're not just acting upon someone's clairvoyance. They never actually do. They take it with a grain of salt. But anyone that's going to act upon it with any kind of common sense, that's been trained properly, would not act upon someone's vision. That's not how we roll. That's stupid. You take that stuff with a grain of salt. When they act upon it, when there's listening devices or other things involved, and that's the information they're acting upon, but that's illegal, and when other people are really believe and stuff, they say that's the clairvoyance information. Gathering of information, paperwork, medical information, yeah. I mean, these kind of things, patterns, stuff like that. So they'll believe that, and it's best if they don't know about the listening devices and other means that they use to act upon the crimes with which they're going in on. Do you understand that? Was that too confusing? You might have to rewind it, slow it down, kind of. Maybe have someone translate it for you. I'm trying to explain it as simply as I can. So when you understand the amount of funding over the years that's gone into these things, that's why the movie Cameron's Closet is a great example. That one gets suggested in different classes quite often. Yeah, Child's Play kind of is based off of similar things when you think of, right, but it gets lost in translation oftentimes. Right, when you think about a toy being possessed with a criminal. Right, he was an escaped prisoner, supposedly put himself in the toy, and then the little boy could hear him talking. Right, okay, so that's a device that criminals use. Remember Toys for Tots with the bikers? Most of them are good guys and have no idea that some fucking stupid punks are doing that shit. Just like with the child fucking. So hopefully people are waking up to that, and they grow the fuck up, and they help these kids. Any other questions? Or? Right, because when you look at both of those movies and how it involves criminals and drug trafficking, Cameron's Closet, his mother was a fucking pillhead, alcoholic, father involved with these guys. He hears voices from his closet, and parents like that fuck with those kids all the time, because then they really say they hear voices, or they think they're things talking, and they're really saying these things like they're true, and the parents going, see? They really believe it. They're trying to get more drugs and medication for their special child. Right, grow the fuck up and wake up. Wake the fuck up. Yeah, and then look at the funding they get to bring the kid in and test his abilities. Dad gets thrown out the window by some fucking force from the closet. Okay. Okay, so anyways, I really hope that the proper authorities here in Augusta, Maine, do what they're supposed to do to help these children. My name's Mary, and we're at the Governor Hill Mansion. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, if they tell you we're sick or sleeping, they're lying motherfucking pieces of shit. Much love, health, and peace, everybody. Take care.